Well, I was talking to my cousin today, and we were talking about Guyana because we were both from Guyana, and I was remembering something that happened the last time I was there. So this is part one. So I was driving my mother down to a choir rehearsal, and the the streets. I don't know. Driving around Georgetown is a trip. People tell me I'm crazy to drive in Guyana, but I have no problem driving. Anyway, we're driving, and it so happened that I crossed Big Dam and drove up the street. And as I exited that street, turned left, and then this minibus driver waved me down and said, um, "The policeman stopping you." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you went to a one-way street." So I was like, I looked and I didn't see no signs. So I continued. I stopped though. Policeman comes up. "Madam, you breached the one-way. Can I have your documents?" I said, "Sure," and I showed him my license. He said, "Madam, you breached the one-way." I said, "Okay, and what's going to happen?" "Well, madam, you're going to go to the station and you're going to be charged." Part two. Okay, so moving on to part two. So I said, "Charge, yes, madam, and you'll have to appear in front of the magistrate." And I said, "Really, for all of that?" Because I'm thinking, I'll go pay a ticket, pay the fine, whatever, whatever. So he said, "Follow me, madam. I will show you. I'll show you where the sign was." When I get around to the road, now going the right way, where is the sign? The sign is painted on the road, and there was a sign higher up, but there was a minibus parked blocking it, an actual wooden sign. So I looked at him. I said, "Okay, fine." So I drive around park. By this time, he pulled up his motorcycle on the other side. Would I cross the street? Where should I go? "Mommy, I want your documents or so." I said, "Excuse me, I'm not your mother." So I walked into the police station, into the yard. This is the station that had burned down on Brick Dam. And it was Christmas time, so of course, people on the tent having a good time. Anyway, go in the station, and there are three people in there. One is an on-duty officer and two other policemen. Okay, moving on to part three. Part three, the final part of this whole episode. So I walked into the station. I walked up to the counter. I explained to the first policewoman what I saw, what had happened, and she was on her cell phone looking at something. So as I finished, well, first of all, I said good afternoon. She never answered me, so I waited. So then finally she responded because she realized I wasn't saying anything. And when I told her, she said to me, "Talk to she." Now, the she was another police officer across the way. So I go over there. She also was on her phone, her feet up on the chair. And I repeated the story again. She said then, "Talk to he." He was another police officer who I'm assuming is the on-duty officer in the back room. I walked down to him, told him what happened. His comment was, "You get any rudeness?" I said, no. I asked him why he was stopping me. So then he said to me, so in the meantime, the other police officer walks in, right? The policeman, then the on-duty officer then says, "Pardon she." Now, I was a little confused. I have a fairly good command of the English language, and I thought, but I haven't done anything to be pardoned for, so this is a little puzzling. So then the other officer looked very upset and turned around and walked out. And I'm standing there. And then the second policewoman that I spoke with looks at me and says, "Galang," which meant that I was supposed to leave the station. So I collected myself and walked back outside and continued on my way to drop my mother to a choir rehearsal, and just chalked it up to one other fun episode in Georgetown, Guyana.
Guyanese home and abroad. Sometimes we just want to know if it's the politics or if it's the politician them so evil and wicked when we hearing certain news that affecting Guyanese people and creating poverty in this country with what the government is really doing with our wealth and resources. And this video is pertaining to the brother who went to the meeting at Bosai where they didn't need the brother to sit in the meeting because they have their own plans. For me, they need Bosai when the economy was running at a loss. Financially, we didn't have money. Mr. Jag, you had to go all over the world and begging for money for try to maintain the country. That's how we even bring out VAT tax. But now we got enough wealth, Mr. Jack. Yo, we ain't got need for Busai. We ain't got need for even VAT tax. But let we deal with Busai. You could leave the VAT tax fine, but let we deal with Busai because these are Chinese companies coming in this country, man, and they carrying away all our wealth and resources and doing what they feel like to the Guyanese people. These things is definitely nonsense. That's why I know we didn't have no opposition in this country. Because all these men could get conveyor belt running for 7 miles from the way they work in grounds to 7 miles, loading it in containers and ships and shipping it out the country without GRA, no authorities checking it. And then these men come back in this country, reclaim all the old mines, and come with advanced technology, where they even advancing for find platinum and gold and all these things and transporting it out the country. Tell me to heavenly God, man. Is what really this government doing to we the ordinary Guyanese people? We got less than 1 million people. Now we said the refugee we are bringing is 2 million people. Guyana still get more well than Dubai. Guyana got more natural resources and well than Dubai. So we are going to just allow a few foreigners for come and dictate we politics, put we against one another, and claim racism politics, and care where we wealth and get the ordinary Guyanese punishing and struggling in this country. Government need to do better. Bosa is one company need to shut down. Yeah, Bosa need to shut down. The wealth and resources which Bosa should carry now should be distributed among the poor class of Guyanese people. Because the country got the type of wealth and resources. We don't need a government to pressure in their own people for make foreigners get a good life. Big up to the brother who make the video. Because these people got to get revealed. That's why we need to see the opposition get on the slate for the ordinary Guyanese people and for the Guyanese people at all. Because all in over. And the government still could pull themselves up and do better. Because this evidence is shameful facts. Because 7 miles conveyor belt, so where they going to hire contractors and so and provide job opportunity for ordinary Guyanese contractors that they could get the money in their pocket. Oh. Yes, so really is these Chinese people with the government bringing for take over the country, man. They heartless and cruel hour.
I now wake up. Let me get a little story time fast. So I addicted to me rose, right? So I hide the fucking rose now so the man can't find the cat. I hid it right there. I know the other night now when I come home, I looking for me rose, I can't find the fucking rose. Well, the man don't tell me stop use the rose or me doing it wrong. I have not a fucking time what he's saying, cause man don't control me. Tell me why I come home and the man sort to the parents they try to take all the rose. I had a pill the line of rose down. But I got this girl that I got me things from because she sell them cheap. The man hide every fucking time. But here what this one here now, he know that this is honest. You know that this is a vibrator the girl got. They say this is lipstick one. I says thank God I had they say they selling this sugar this right now just restock this cheap. I use the fucking thing and drop to sleep with it on the bed, wake up and it disappears. I had to cash this morning. And I said, yo, young man send me a package because every time when he hide it or throw it away, I am going to call her and get a new toy. I don't business. Brand new. This is a new tie that sugar right now. Right now sugar new stocks and I'm putting them on the video and thing. You prefer blue or you prefer a tie? There's me question to men. That is why I want to know. But she don't let any men about sugar. This thing I say I can buy it because sometimes I don't able. They got this thing that got the mouth. It got the body and it got the pattern. I should think them they sell very, very cheap. But the rose got me so bad that me want to do nothing fuck that. I'm to the man right there, but he hearing me. She got some lovely lingerie, so man I can buy a nice lingerie and I can put it on and I can do up, for thing. But yeah, see they say you can put this in your purse, one thing that is a regular lipstick. They got the one that look like a bullet. And so because right now, this showing people off track. Oh my God, what is this? I gotta find a place for hide it. Yeah, I comment a place for hide it. Because every time I put in my pants, I put in about 3 different fucking bags, the man finding it. The thing put me to see something that sent me son to school. You know what I'm telling you? It's from since this morning to now. I know I wake up now it's 3:17. Contact the number up on the video and get prioritized. You can see all the different she have for men and she got for the women. You ain't got to get blue and this is won't get no infection or AIDS. Contact the number there. Comment and let me know if I hide the fucking thing I fed up getting kids.